All right, good evening, people. Make we do this no time. Just have a story to share tonight. Okay, so we're talking about um one person tonight. Is a story that's going to help us to really dig into many things, and to also look into the psyche of most of the people we call politicians, or we call our leaders or rulers, or whatever name you under whatever guise, under whatever name you want to call them. So this person's name, let me begin by saying that it is very unfair of me to want to talk, or anybody for that matter, to want to talk about the dead, according to culture. I hope you understand that. According to culture, you don't talk ill of the dead. That's what they told us. All right. But as it stands right now, I want to talk about somebody, not because he's dead, but because of the impact. Yorubas will even say that when somebody dies, that is when you know the impact they left or the impact they made. Okay, so it is now time for us to talk about some people. I want to talk about this person tonight. All right, those of you who are from, if you are from Benue State, if you are from, especially from the Igede nation, say yo Igede Agba. Aha. So those of you that know him, kindly let us know that you know him, so that we can do this show together. I want it to be very, very interactive. All right. So thank you so much, everybody that is coming online. I see you, Adenuga, I show you, but I see you, Bamjoshi, I see you, Plenty Water, all of you. Thank you so much, Mada Adogeri. All right, thank you so much. Watching from Chicago, Shoyebo, you're welcome. Okay, so let's go quickly into this matter tonight. So I want to talk about this person, Ogiri Ajene. If you have not met him before, you don't know him, you can quickly do a quick Google search. It will definitely turn up some results for you to see. So let me talk about him, and I want to use him as a case study to talk about all the politicians, or majority of them, that we have in this country today. All right, so this person was deputy governor from 1999 to 2007, if I'm correct. 2 terms. All right, he served 2 terms. All right, as deputy governor. After 70 times as deputy governor, do you know what happened? He then went back to contest as councillor again. I don't know. I know a lot of people have different opinions about it. Yes, I also had different opinions when I'm like, okay, but come, let us be objective. Let's be objective. Alaye, this makes sense. Somebody was deputy governor for 8 years. It's late now, mind you. Is no longer alive. It's late. All right, but after serving 2 terms as deputy governor, he now went back to contest again for councillor-ship against other people who wanted to serve. All right, now why different people will have different opinions about it? To say, okay, it might be because of his love for grassroots. We know spinners exist amidst us, or amongst us. There's so many spinners. People want to spin stories around to say, oh no, come on, it was for the love of his people that he's doing it. Excuse me. Whatever he wanted to achieve at the grassroots level, if you say no, it's because he's a grassroots person. Whatever he wanted to achieve as a grassroots person, you had 8 years as deputy governor in the entire state to do anything, to achieve anything. You did not do. 8 solid years uninterrupted. This person had been in the House of Rep before. That was before Abacha interrupted by coup. That he said, yeah, Abacha coup. All right. Now, good. That one, the one side. Now come back. You can't serve as deputy governor 8 solid years uninterrupted in a civilian regime. After you can complete your 8-year tenure, you can go back, go contest to become councillor of a ward. Uncle, this is no jail. Me will talk true, jail. You can't go back, go contest for councillorship in your ward to achieve what? Gong. Because me, I ask questions, and they try to use common sense to answer, and they work. If you no work, I go tell you. If you work, I go tell you. All right. So somebody went back to his grassroots to contest as After serving 8 years, not one term, 8, before even the 8 years, he was already House of Rep member. Igedeyo, are you listening to me? Alright? He now went back to his ward to contest for councillor-ship. I don't know the psychology that people like that are operating, but it must be a reverse, completely reverse psychology. I hope you're getting it. So the person now decides to come and contest all over again for councillor-ship at the ward level. Alright? Having done that, he died as a councillor. He won, but he died as a councillor. Igede people, okay, I can see some of you online already. Igede, yo, okay, Kokozi Caesar, you are welcome. Oh yeah, let's talk. Kokozi Caesar, what do you feel? What do you feel about this? Now your man, okay, you belong to the Igede nation. What do you feel about this story? What do you feel? I'm taking it somewhere, but I just want to take and start as case study, and I hope you understand. Okay, this person now went back to contest as councillor in his ward after serving 8 years as deputy governor. You don't see anything do. You want to go do councillor for a ward. I'm coming somewhere. Oh. Now, what is it gone that he wanted to do that he could not do? After serving in the state house of, at the federal house of rep, went back to become deputy governor for 8 years, and now went back to contest as councillor in Kilo Shele Gogon. Alright, so I'm listening. No, somebody is trying to build godfatherism and he has to go and contest as councillor. What is wrong with throwing your weight behind somebody who wants to come out as councillor and let the person be, instead of you contesting against the person that wants to serve in his ward? This man was very rich, according to the history. He met money at home, he had money by himself, so much, and went back to becoming councillor. Okay, let me leave his own story. It's just a case study. It's just to let you know these things exist in Nigeria. Alright, but he's dead though. Don't go and be looking for him. He's dead already. Let the dead bury the dead. Had already buried the dead. Let the dead sleep in peace. Alright, let us now come to the contemporary times. We have people who have served even as governors, rigged governors. They were rigged, they became governors. Alright, after serving 8 years, look into your Senate, you see them there. You see them. Some of them, they are putting something you call muffler on their neck, around their neck. Some of them, they wear one cap, like that. They get shame. They did there. Somebody has served 8 years as governor. Okay, let me put it this way to make it clear or make it simple for you. Alright. Okay, sorry, this is another view of the same man, the same Ogiri. Abi? This is Ogiri Ajene. Is the same man we are talking about. Let me change the picture like this and let's continue. Now, let's make it simpler. Somebody was governor. He governed, let's hypothesize, as 100 square kilometer of land mass. You are governor, you governed a 100 square kilometer of land mass. Alright, as you were the governor for 8 solid years to do whatever bullshit you wanted to do. Okay, now he now finished as governor of that land mass, now contested again to go and represent just 1/4 of that entire 100 square kilometer land mass. 1/4 of it will be 100 square kilometer divided by 3. You now choose one section of the 3 sections of the entire land mass to go and represent that one district in Abuja. Sorry, to do what? Gong. what you could not do as governor in the entire land mass that you had all the allocation for 8 years, you now want to go and represent just one fragment of the entire state, just to go and represent it. What youth should be doing is just like a delegate. It's just like sending a delegate to go and represent you somewhere. Okay, you are the person that oversaw the entire area. Now they now need 3 delegates for the entire area to represent one district each of the entire area that you already governed. Though you now contest to go and represent one of those 3 areas in the entire space already governed for 8 years. You now contest again to go and represent one district of that entire region, that entire state, to go and represent it in Abuja. Something you should send the youths, a young person, to go and do. You are now contesting against the young people to go and do it by yourself after you already governed the entire whole area for 8 years. Oh my God, there's nothing in this country anymore. Go sink a can. Now I'm not even, that one not even pay me, as if that is not even enough. If you go and look at the quality of deliberations, the quality of input, the quality of contribution, the quality of conversations they are having at the Senate, you will cry. Do you know what? I listened to Okorocha during the screening. I listened to Okorocha during the screening, and I was like, sorry, this guy was governor for 8 years in one state. Sorry if Okorocha na your father, sorry, I don't mean to insult, I'm just talking generally. Make you talk say I won't abuse your papa, you understand? I can't look him say, okay, let me even assume that I never had privilege to have led or to want to. I never even had aspiration to lead before. I'm just developing the aspiration, and I want to listen to somebody who had been in the position before so I can learn from him. I'm now listening to the quality of contribution he's making at the floor of the Senate, to the quality of questions or words he uses or what he has to say. I now listened to him, and I'm like, sorry, you mean this guy ruled or governed the state for 8 years? That is a comfort. Now I understand why it is not possible for Nigeria, all the states in Nigeria, to ever move forward. If you listen to the quality of conversations they have, the quality of talk they have, you will know that number one, they are not representing you. They are not. Number two, you will now understand why all the states are in recession and can never progress, because the people that are heading them, they don't get brain. There's nothing exciting about what they say. There's nothing, futuristic about it. There is nothing challenging about what they say. And by the time all of these things are happening, you now understand, okay, little wonder that state be like that. We be saying a statue that they do every day. Statue of player, statue of another drug dealer, statue of another idiot somewhere, statue of different, they will just come mix am. Statue of one person wey everybody know, they come begin follow up with statue of other people wey they no make meaning. You understand? And that is what they call developmental projects, erecting statues all over the state. And it's not only Okorocha. There's another one from Akwa Ibom. I cannot mention his name. I just talk in states, filling the gap by us, but you already know. In fact, I know the fear. Now Akwa are the talk. Start listening to the quality of conversations they have on the floor, and you will understand what we are talking about. You will understand. So they cannot think for themselves. They can't even govern a family properly. These are people who cannot even start a business and run it successfully. They cannot. The only thing they are capable of doing is collecting free money every day, making noise, playing around, fooling themselves, fooling everybody, collecting allocation and going back to bed. These people cannot start a business with a minimum capital as regular entrepreneurs do and sustain the business. They cannot, except there's a free money somewhere that is helping them to sustain it. Let us assume those allocations have stopped. These people will not survive. Forget it. And that is why they have to keep contesting. After governing an entire 100 square kilo assumption, I mean a hypothesized state now, you govern an entire 100 square kilometer of space for 8 years. You are now going back to contest to represent 1/4 of the same space in Abuja. It doesn't make sense. We now that's not even you now listen to the quality of conversations you are even presenting at the floor. It does not excite anybody. It does not excite me.
Mr. President, make we pack up. Yeah. Kiri don't follow, Mr. President, make we pack up. And when I want to pariwo, Mr. Governor, make we pack up. 2 years punishments don't turn to 13 years. Awaiting trial. Family and friends will they pray for me on a daily basis. They don't tire. So many years. Them there for kiri and them there for kiri and I tell you say so many years. Them crying for kiri.
All right, thank you. So people, welcome back. Apologies, my audio went off, so I had to quickly do something like an intervention right there. So let me round off now by saying that I'm just so angry that most of the times the people that are supposed to stand up, fight for their rights, are not doing it. Okay, and that is where I have issues. So we should all rise up and understand that these people don't mean well for us. They just want to be in position, whether as former governor, former deputy governor, former whatever, and go back to even becoming. They don't mind. They don't get shame. So when you see your governor, I'm not mentioning any states now. If you know your governor was one-time governor and went back to the Senate, there's a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? Some of them have been senators before, governors before, and still going back to the Senate again. There's a problem with them. So if I see anybody, I started an operation since Naira Marley time on my Facebook wall. Anybody that is dancing soapy on my wall and you are an adult, you are above 18, you are dancing that investor dance, I just remove you straight. I don't get time. So I removed more people yesterday when they were discussing Big Brother. I'm like, oh, these ones are not ready for this. No. These are not the kind of friends I want to keep. See, this country is boiling. I don't get time. Alright, Big Brother will be over until another 1 year. We can create our own form of entertainment, not this kind of things that are distracting us from the things we should be doing in our country today as we speak. Alright, so when I see people who are supposed to be creative and thinking, not thinking but doing bullshit, I remove them from my friendship so that I can accommodate new people that are sending me friend requests every day. I have piles of friend requests that I have not attended to, so I cannot waste those slots for idiots. So lately now, I'm now looking out for people who are clapping for former governors who became senators. I'm removing them from my wall. I don't want useless friends anymore. At my age, I can no longer keep useless friends. It's either we are friends or we cannot be. Or you learn to be futuristic. Otherwise, no. I can't tolerate it anymore. So apology if I have removed you from Facebook. You should understand why. It's because of things like this, and I hope you will understand. It's not my fault though. It's because I've tolerated it long enough, and I can't cope any further. Thank you so much for your understanding if I have removed you from Facebook. But if you believe I removed you in error, you can do me a message. I will review it and check. Oh, you must have been an error. I'll re-add you by myself. Okay, but the reality is I can't cope anymore with idiots. I cannot. People sending congratulatory messages to somebody we don't be governor of your state before. We plunder the states. We make your states go into debt. The person has now been appointed as minister. We are now seeing contradictions in what he claimed and what another person is saying about him, and you are clapping for him instead of you to probe it, to probe the contradiction. Or the person was former governor, he has now gone to Senate to represent one fraction of the states he entirely governed before. Then something is wrong with you if you are clapping for that person. So I'll just remove you without even letting you know that I did, except Facebook by itself notifies you that I removed you as a friend. So that is just the shit I want to do tonight. Okay, alright, let me see if there are new comments I could just quickly respond to, and then I close for today because I got rest. I've been out all day. I was at Jafet Omojua's book launch. Jafet talks say he need billionaires for the movement. Anyways, Preslin say it was there for immunity, because occupying a political office give you immunity from, let me remove that logo so I can see well, from not being investigated by EFCC in Nigeria. In Nigeria we will have political criminal minded gangsters politicians. Well, that's all for tonight, people. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate two persons who sent me money yesterday. One person does not want me to mention his name. I did not ask the other person whether or not he wanted, but all good. We need money. Yes, let us face the fact. We need some of us that have decided to stick to the progress. We cannot use I wish say the wind fit dey carry me, I for no mind, but the world is not configured that way. We still need resources to do what we have to do. There are so many projects to be done. We have to reorientate a lot of people. Where you have to be harsh, will be harsh. Where you have to be nice, will be nice. Where you have to be kind, will be kind. Where you have to mix it, will mix it. Okay, so but we have to reach as many people as possible. One person being converted at a time, offline and also online. We are doing it. So thank you so much, everybody, for coming online tonight. Facebook people are not yet connecting with us because Facebook decided to ban us, because Facebook banned us from doing live stream since it's going to be 2 weeks by this weekend. And I understand it's because they say because we were exposing one prophet's sexual scandal with female members of the church. Anyways, we understand it. Things happen, but we are still live on YouTube regardless. Facebook decided to ban us. Okay, the thing say we go beg, we know they beg. Facebook, if Facebook will have to consume with the revolution, Facebook will consume too, because this is bullshit. Anyways, that is on one angle. Let's continue what we are doing. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining this live broadcast tonight. At least ponder this man's story from deputy governor to councillor-ship to achieve what exactly? I still don't know. I'm still asking a question. My name is Shegun Olo. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much once again. Bye for now.
Look into the matter of the people where them lock away, cause he don't feel like he's suck away.
Kiri don't fool, oh, Mr. President, make we pack 'em. Kiri don't fool, oh, Mr. President, make we pack 'em.
Yeah.
Kiri don't fool, oh, Mr. President, make we pack 'em. And when they want thing pariwo, Mr. Governor, make we pack 'em.